Hey there, everybody. Getting ready to play my second match of the World Cup tournament. And I'm playing here with Cat of the Year, who's representing Israel. Who I've never played with, but he beat both Gamesu and Misha. Misha I only tied, and he beat Gamesu, who's a quite strong player. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously you want to activate your wishes here, and then you're gonna have bridge troll stuff to do. But you certainly want to trash quickly, because overdraw will be quite useful, and also it's just an easier way to activate the thing. So I'm leaning towards a double amulet, though I suppose it's not totally out of the question to go like amulet overlord. It's a little more flexible in case of collision, but you probably want to be buying things, so I don't think I need a 4. Well, this sort of restricts my overlord as an opening thing, but I think I'm going to go with double amulet. It may be completely reasonable to pick up an overlord later. The bad thing about overlord initially is that you end up in debt, making the villa stuff a little bit harder to do. So, alright, I did not collide, so that bodes very well for me. I think I'll pick up he probably goes with a Margrave, though he could summon as well. Summon amulet wouldn't be crazy at all. Or Wharf, I think, would be a fine opening. I'm not in love with the bridge troll as an opening, though it's of course going to be an important part of the deck eventually. I'm not sure specifically what he's referring to here. Maybe that he thinks... honestly... yeah. Yeah, he was thinking summon would cost less as well, but yeah, all I can do here is trash, and I could buy an overlord. Not clear to me. I'll probably buy one, actually. So he gets a Margrave, which looks good. Certainly one way to play this is just to do terminal draw and villa a lot and not trash so much. That's that's one way to do it. He's getting his amulet now. What I'm going to do here is play Overlord of Secret Cave and discard and trash. I guess potentially it could be gain silver. Oh, I mean, at some point in amulet play will be that. Yeah, there's not a lot of options to go with there. I'm pretty happy to be ahead on trashing, but it's not the whole story here for sure. But it doesn't hurt. I may want a silver in the deck. I don't actually have 6 uniques. I only have 5. It's not also actually... Well, that won't matter because I pay it before I do the villa. So that's fine. Okay, so I can play Overlord. Ooh, but that's gonna muck up the... Unless I draw the silver, that's gonna muck up the... May still be worth doing. Another option there would have been Wharf, and maybe the better one, but I don't hate attacking him for sure. And now the question is, do I get a second Overlord? It doesn't help me activate right because it doesn't mimic, so I'm going to say no. This is a bit of an unfortunate draw, but we'll have... what did he bind? He just trashed there. We'll have Villa and Margrave in hand for the next hand, so... Well, Villa and whatever that thing is, Overlord. I'm gonna trash 1 for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. It may be better to buy something here. Like a Wharf. But it may be better to trash. I mean, I can do a lot of stuff next turn if I trash for sure. And then it's probably buy nothing if I decide to trash. I can buy nobles. That maybe is not the thing. I think I'm going to go trash and buy nothing. The issue here is if he can... Okay, he doesn't have the Margrave. It was bottom decked, or he chose to play something else at some point. Okay. So we are guaranteed to hit here. Which is really nice. We should be pretty far ahead. Though he's gotten in some decent trashing by this point. Unless he activates, so. We're not going to discard. We're going to play this for coin, I think. Well, anyway. We could buy nobles. Now I need to try on my next turn to get the summon stuff going. The summon of 5 going with a bridge troll, if I can manage it. Okay, he's got more. Well, that doesn't mean he necessarily doesn't get there, but. We'll definitely be looking to play a bridge troll this turn, even if it's not enough to get to the summon stuff. I probably do. This is Margrave, seems reasonable. I'm gonna get a Wharf. Wharf and Bridge Troll seem pretty good for the gains. We'll see if we have enough to summon something. I don't believe we will, but that's all right. Villas might be better than Villa might be better here. Well, it's just definitely better here. And then we'll be able to start doing quite a bit of gain and play. Quite possibly like piling like in this turn or the next for sure. Alright. So Iga was first there, so we need to change the player order. I think the 5-2 is worse. Well, I would have opened not the bridge troll, but I do think the 5-2 is maybe worse than or probably worse than the 3-4. I would say he should probably have summoned an amulet. Would be my guess at what the play should have been. Here we have, what does Aqueduct do? Okay, so Aqueduct's going to be moving fast. There'll be 8 points on it really quickly, so there may be some incentive to take a province early. You don't really have buys. Not buys. You don't have like an engine, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think I'm going to open Band of Misfits. You can play it as a fool and stuff. And a forager and a priest. You can play it as a lot of different things. So it looks pretty good to me. Duchess, I don't know. It won't be terrible. I don't expect to have so many terminals that it would be like completely terrible. I just don't know. The main thing is that you probably have embassy. Would be my guess. Another possibility, I suppose, is to, well, you wouldn't want to do it this early, but to start buying coppers. I don't think the Duchess is really actively harmful to my deck. So I just don't see that it's going to have terminal competition particularly. I mean, if it collides with the Band of Misfits, I'm not like super happy because I'd probably rather play it as a fool to start out with. So we'll just say no to that. Heelman Silver Priest, which looks fine. Looks totally fine. He gets a Band of Misfits there. I'm not that into trashing here. I'm more into getting embassies if possible. This will be a fool, I think, for me. There'll definitely come a point where you're just like, man, I'm going to take this 6 or 7 point estate and be fairly happy about it. I don't know if we're there yet or not, but okay. I mean, I may do it here. What did I even buy? Okay, I'll put a silver on top. Why not? How much am I gonna have if I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $5 right now. I'm gonna not do it. I'm gonna buy the embassy. So if he doesn't take it this time, I'll buy some kind of green card. His were pretty good too. We both got pretty good boons. I mean, I didn't really use all mine, but I mean, I used 2 of them. He'll get to use all 3 of them probably. So we'll see if he takes the duchy now. I think it's totally reasonable. There's not. I was kind of pushing my luck by not taking any. Not that I had to, but we'll see what he gets. I think embassy or duchy, I mean, is totally reasonable. This isn't perfect, but it's okay. I'm gonna play this as a lookout, and then do this number. This isn't my favorite draw of all time. He may get another, a 6-point duchy again or something, which I think would be okay. I'm not sure about the forager trash, but it's probably fine. If he takes a gold, I will buy a duchy. He's just going to have a really big points lead. One thing that is working in my favor may be Duchess is probably better than nothing. One thing that's potentially working in my favor. Fountain's worth 1,000,000 points, right? Yeah. So I have a 3 buy. I have 3 buys. I can always take 3 turns and basically be buying 5 VP a turn. And if I forage, maybe less, depending on exactly what I go for. So He's going to have a harder time doing that at this point. Not like he's got 4 turns to do it, essentially. I'm going to go ahead and take the fool again, even though some of this stuff is not as good to do. Okay, that didn't work out all that great. We'll go ahead and trash this. And then basically it's whether I want 2 silvers or 1 gold. I think I'll take the 1 gold. This will just be province, of course. He probably takes his thing back. Yeah. We may get quite a bit of that done in this game. I'd be pretty happy to get an 8-point province here. He did get a copper thing, so he could easily have 8. Yeah, he does. That's unfortunate, but nothing I can really do about it. Was Field in there? Yeah, Field was in there, so this is going to be a bit of a dud. Okay, he's trashing his state. I don't know when I should buy coppers. Probably now. I mean, I would kind of like to do fool, though. There's some odds of getting gains out of it. There's like some chances of it. Unfortunately, the Forager's not quite to 3 yet. I could go like gold copper, though again that risks he's probably just gonna have time to do the fountain as well. It would be nice to have the provinces lower when I made that move, to be honest. We'll try this. We did get the buy, so that's cool. You gain a will-o-wisp for sure. Of course, we don't have an option. And I can gain another gold, which has a chance of just being a point for him. He doesn't have as much money as me, but he did just shuffle, so I'm gonna try it. I don't know that it'll work out, but again, I may have just donated a point to him is all. Hopefully I hit 8. I have a lot of treasure in the deck, but I could still miss with this embassy play. So he just takes the point off the duchy, which seems fine. I'm gonna not discard for a boon because I just feel a little paranoid about getting there. Now I just need 2 more coppers. Wow, if he has to trash a copper, he'll just like never get there, to be honest. I mean, not never, but it'll be hard. I'll buy coppers over duchies, and obviously not over provinces unless there's a timing thing. He takes a duchy. Seems fine. Here I will discard for a boon. Here I can do this. I really don't know about those. They're probably okay-ish, but... So I'm 1 copper away. This is going to trigger shuffle, which is fine. I mean, it's not that good to have this many silvers miss, but... I don't know. I don't have... No, wait, I already have the card from River's Gift. Well, I still trigger on playing Duchess. But yeah, I already have the card from River's Gift. But I will discard for a boon. And probably a silver, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there's really any boons I could get that would make me not hit the province still. Okay, never mind. It's just not happening. That was good filtering. I mean, this is like, this is basically an embassy. Like, not really, but it's still quite good. I guess I don't have to play the Duchess, right? I can just buy a province. My province now is if he hits provinces, I'm in trouble. I have to just buy copper here, I think. Which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, I'm 4-way, right? Because of because of the coin. That was really lucky for him. Nothing I can do about it. And he has the thing next turn, so that'll help him a lot. I think he's going to have time to get there. Though he did buy a duchy here, which I think is a mistake. So now I'm there. I can province, well, he's going to be able to forge something and maybe double copper or something. So that may catch him up. I'm not sure exactly what the... I'm not sure what his count is. After he got the 2 on, or well, he got the extra one here. He can play the band as a forager if he wants, and maybe get an extra thing out of it on top of a duchy. So my expectation is that he's just going to be out of range in a couple turns, but I'm not 100% sure on the copper count for him. But I will, of course, take province here. There's no way around it. I could figure out the copper count, but it doesn't really matter for my choice here. Like, I'm not, So, we'll see what he does. He may not have a great... I would think he would just have I would think he would have some non-copper thing in hand, in which case he could forge it and do, double copper, right? But, he's got to have something that's not a copper in hand. Yeah, so... He could choose to do duchy copper, I guess. I don't even know if double copper quite gets him back up, but then one more past that will. But I think if I province twice in a row, which is going to be hard because I had that hand with embassies and 2 golds in it, but if I province twice in a row, I think I will beat him just barely. So we'll see. Forger now is huge, right? So but it's not going to be huge enough quite. I can do it for 4, but I'm going to be 1 short. So I'm going to have to play this as a fool and hope. Well, okay, he duchies with the copper, so it's actually, he's just going to be ahead. Like where I can't possibly win. That's not entirely true, but I guess I can forager and go duchy estate. Forge the lucky coin. Does the estate matter? Because if the estate matters, I don't want to increase the... Of course, I could play this as fool and not get anything equivalent to $1 quite easily. In which case, I'm just out of luck. So if I go up to 53, then I can get 59. He could, if he doubled duchies, double estates. There's not really any other way for him to score in on like a gold gain in this estate, I guess would be. I would take a tie though. I guess I can look and see. He just played his forager, but he did also just shuffle the deck. So there is a chance the band and the forager in there. I'm going to try well, of course, if I don't hit, I mean, I can do priest, or I could do not priest, but the reason to pick fool would just be to see if it gives me some sort of advantage in getting of course, to take away the thing from him and hope. But I could easily fail to get a coin from it, so I think it's probably not worth it to help him in any way. And I think a province alone is sufficient. So I think I'm going to do it this way. Though now I'm wishing I had the Lost in the Woods. I have to basically top deck gold or it's a good sign that he discarded copper, because you wouldn't do that if you thought well, I guess he could just already have it in hand. That wouldn't be a great sign, but I have a number of outs here. I guess I could draw embassy or gold. Would certainly win. That won't, though. Jeez. Alright. He's probably going to get it. I mean, he's going to have the advantage of the boons, and so he'll probably get it before me. It seems hard for him to not. The embassy really did not do a lot for me. Now he's got a gold on top. And, probably a bunch of... I mean, unless he has, like, exactly 7 in this hand, probably the next hand has it. This is funny. I just buried the embassies and the golds. This should be it, right? I mean, he's going to have his... Yeah, he did just have exactly 8, but... those were really rotten draws into that shuffle for me, given the amount of treasure I had. I guess I had all the coppers. I mean, I had a lot of junk, so whatever. It can happen. I should have played for the boon, but it's whatever. I mean, probably should have played for the fool. But if I don't get that duchy, I don't win. I just straight up am totally not ever winning. So, this has shepherd stuff, and then market stuff. I mean, there's gains. There's a lot of different gains. Not a lot of different gains. There's some various gaining. Crop rotation would be really nice to get. Lots of copper trashing. You probably want to try and curse them. You could try to play without the shepherd here, I guess, and just do Old Witch Ghost Town draw. But you probably want it. I mean, I guess my question is whether you want to trash some estates and then go back for shepherd, or whether you want to just start and keep the estates the whole time. That's not clear to me at all. But we'll just, I think we're going to go shepherd silver. You could do other things like expedition. This is a great draw. Extremely, I guess guaranteed to get crop rotation. Which I will go ahead and take. And then I'll probably take a... What did he buy? He did the same opening. He didn't get as fortunate in his shepherding as I did. Probably recruit. Well, the thing about recruiter here is just that I don't yet have really things I want to trash to recruiter besides the coppers. Though I will later on. Kind of want to open junk dealer or jester, actually. Probably junk dealer and then pick up a jester. I think recruiter is good here. I just don't know about it in the opening. It's going to be a little hard to balance the gains here. This is not my favorite draw of all time, but it's okay. It's not that bad. What hurts is this shepherd will be without targets unless I draw it right away and get really lucky, which I did. So I kind of like a jester now. I mean, that's nice for him. That hurts my turn quite a bit. I think he should get, I don't know, crop rotation probably. Or a trasher. Well, he should get crop rotation, but okay. Maybe I should have a second. Now I can get a recruiter, I think. I don't know that that's true. But I should... yeah, that's fine. I probably should have had a second junk dealer before the market. Or Sentry or something. Sentry is going to not work all that well with this because of the... this was a great turn for me. Really good. I'm going to do this. I think he'll probably lose if he doesn't get some trashing soon. I think he'll be in trouble in that case if he doesn't. So if I were him, I would like to get one of the $5 trashers for sure. But well, there's another market down in here, and it's fine to leave. It's totally fine to leave green in the bottom. In fact, it's good. I'm kind of pulling ahead here. When I have a turn where I get 2 buys and an expedition, and he's still just getting one, it's gonna run away. I don't need the second jester, or I can do there are a few options. I can do the silver. Maybe I'll do the silver. It should be okay. He gets to trash a curse, I guess. I will take. Then I need to I could get another junk dealer to finish these off, since I'm going to trash it later anyway. Yeah. Now I will almost certainly recruit a jester. I don't need 3 of them, although they're good. But I should probably. I want to buy a ghost town this turn, and then maybe a nobles, maybe a third market. It wouldn't hurt me to get some more estates just to have a pad out the lead a little bit. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't have to play the Old Witch either. Let's see what we gain off this. Yeah. There's another dollar in there. Which would be okay to get. That was probably bad as far as setting up the next turn. But We drew fine anyway. He did get to trash a curse there. Coppers really don't hurt me now. I have quite a way to deal with those. Quite a number of ways. Now additional gestures would be alright for me still. I'm just really far ahead. And I'm giving him more coppers all the time. Like, he wants to take this silver, but it doesn't help him that much, to be honest. I guess if he thought at some point he could doctor, if he like knew, but that seems kind of hard to know. He is getting to trash a lot of curses. Though it also means that he has a curse in hand, of course, that he's not, he's not getting anything out of it. Let's see this one. I will take that for sure, and then trigger. We drew the shepherd, that's fine. We still have a bunch of green down there. Yeah, I don't want quite that much green, and I don't need this many shepherds, so I'll just crank out a little bit of villagers. Can do gold. Maybe that silver should have been another ghost town, but I am a little low on green for the amount of shepherds I have. So if I find the old witch, it's okay, but if I don't, then I mean, I haven't failed to draw a deck yet, but I need to be putting in some green given the amount of shepherds I have. We're getting close to a 3 pile as well. He's just going to province at that point. Probably makes sense to play the recruiter. Here's the old witch. Like here, we're going to get through the deck mostly. This is fine. This is enough. I will take that. Province, could be province, duchy, estate, or just estate, expedition. There's probably like some world where he can end it. I don't think so. Maybe it's stacking. Maybe not at that point. This is not very good so far. No, it looks fine. Yeah, this is nice because it lets me put in a shepherd, potentially. There's not even really much reason for me to play the market. This basically guarantees I have a shepherd with a bunch of... Well, he could just... If it's the bottom card, then it's not guaranteed, but... Oh, wait, I just can end it. I don't know why I'm being silly like this. I probably had some kind of finish previously too, but I don't know what I clicked on those for. All right. I don't know. I stopped paying attention there. Yeah, I mean, me hitting 6 right off the bat was huge. Like, that was extremely fortunate because crop rotation is just super, super, super good. Particularly there where you're not getting rid of the green. So it was just, I mean, after that point, I would have had to have quite bad shuffles to lose the lead, I think. I mean, I could have made bad choices. I think if I still had to buy reasonable stuff, but this is actually kind of weird. In that you could do jack, you can do more complicated jack stuff, or you can do relatively simple jack stuff, and I'm not at all certain which is better. I mean, you do want jack for sure, but how much of the other stuff you put in is unclear to me. Between the monasteries, the market squares, the hamlets, the mills, etc. Like, he's going with the market square right off the bat. I don't love that as an approach. I mean, if you're going to go for that, my preference would be to delay it a little bit. Just because the market square is so bad on no collision. On the other hand, you can also just buy multiples of them and you'll hit eventually. I'm inclined to go with this as my opening, actually. I got pretty good draw. Would rather not have this estate in hand, but other than that, I can't complain. Well, actually, it just is totally just fine and good. But yeah, like, you get a mill, get another market square, I don't know. Because now he's got a market square in here that just cantrips and doesn't do anything for him. I mean, I guess if he gets 4, he could buy 2 hamlets. That's not completely ridiculous or anything. But in general, like, hamlet to play multiple, I mean, it's a weakish thing to do. I mean, it might be the thing to do here because there's not a lot, but it's not super good. So mill looks like a fine buy to me. I guess the only bad thing here is if I have another estate, but I'm gonna take the chance that I don't. This is maybe... This will probably be a market square for me or a mill. I think I go with the coppers, right? It's got to be the coppers. It doesn't have to be, but it seems pretty good. Market Square I think going for, just because I don't think you actually build an engine here, which would involve, I mean, you can technically get rid of the silvers as they come in, but I don't think that's that impressive to do, really. So he gets a monastery, but maybe it's a little late. Of course, I got a great draw from my monastery, which is what would possibly make it a little late. Do I want the golds yet? Maybe one more pass. And then we move to the market squares. Okay. So again, he didn't even get a trash. That's really unfortunate for him. He did not even get a trash off that. Which I guess maybe we knew because of, but he gets another market square. Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. Hamlet draw here will be sad. It really doesn't matter if I keep, I'm going to have 3, I think, right? Like, there's no way for me to miss 3. Maybe there is. No, there's no way for me to miss 3. So I'll just discard the silver. I'm not buying something more expensive than that anyway. I could buy another mill, but I'll probably have 4 for that regardless. If that was what I decided I wanted. So I'm already getting very, very nicely cleaned up. Got Jack with Monastery twice. So that I've trashed 4 copper. And also, he's also only trashed a single estate. He didn't even hit an estate there for himself. So it was not good draws for my opponent thus far. This is fine. We're gonna go with guide. Guide will be good eventually, for sure. Whether I actually get one, I don't know, but it would be a card you'd take and put into your deck for sure. Hamlets are not, there's nothing exciting about those. I mean, I just don't think it's gonna, I don't think it's gonna happen. What did I even do? Whatever. I don't care. Don't discard Jack of all trades. I will discard that. We got both of them. We're getting double golds. We're gonna not discard. We're gonna trash this. And I can green. It wouldn't be bad to get another gold or 2. If I can. So I won't green this turn since I have the opportunity to hit again. Trashing the monastery now is reasonable. I would even trash like one of the market squares to activate this, or a hamlet, whatever. I would trade basically whatever for a gold. More mills would be good. I mean, maybe you can build here. I don't know. We'll find out. He's, well, I'm thin, so really I'm the one closer to doing that. He has more hamlets, but I guess only one more. Yeah, basically I just have less coppers and more golds. So really I can play whatever, anything he could play from this point. It's just a question of, I mean, he would be a little ahead on tempo for certain things if he picked them up now. we'll just see. I don't like relying on having a hand one in hand with a jack here, because even if you get it, it's not that good. His deck is actually okay. It's not like I'm totally won. I have an advantage, but it's not so big that he couldn't potentially catch me. So this could be the guide. And now I'm going to green. He has a little bit of a points lead. Okay, so he's got a little bit of a turn here. Not bad. Gets a gold and then some other thing. Whatever he wants. He gets another jack. It's fine. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's fine. This is not ideal. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I was going to say it's not ideal to draw this early, but honestly, it doesn't matter. So here I King Province and Mill, I think. Could have been Hamlet. Again, I only have the one jack, so it's not. Maybe I should have another one. Maybe that was what it should have been instead of a mill. I'm not sure. How close is he on copper? Okay, so he's still got 4 coppers to my 1. He'll be pretty sensitive to finding jack or not, I think. Maybe not. Unfortunately, it could easily come down to someone, did someone manage to draw by and get like province duchy or something? Could certainly be the decider here. If I can get a province here, I'll feel very good. Should I even go forward? Silver in is fine. Jack out is not as good. Market square out doesn't really matter. Province not in is good. Gold, silver, silver, copper out isn't so good. Whatever's on top being out is probably not good. So I think I will stop. I don't think he's going to get to double ever. So as long as I don't miss, I'm fine. What does this get me if I get the buy? 10? Yeah, so I do want that. Now this is a hand where it's not 100% clear whether I should guide it or not. We'll see what he gets on his turn. That'll matter. Because you'd rather save the guide for a worse hand than this. There weren't any green. There wasn't any green in there. Like, I mean, if the other province is around, then this could be trouble. On the other hand, if there's a mill on top, then Well, if there's a mill on the very top, it'll be fine. If there's not, then it could be trouble still, because there are a couple mills left in there. This is a lot of the treasure, the straight treasure, and that's what I need to province with the jack here. So this may be a toss. He didn't get any money from the mills yet, so it's not like he's building up a huge amount of money here. He might get, probably he can afford province, but probably not much more than that, or any more than that. I mean, he might have a jack, but then that would trigger, I don't know how much of it he'll draw back or not. It could be quite a bit he doesn't. Which could be kind of awful. If he does not province here, I will not bother guiding. That shuffle may have been awful for him to trigger. He may have a couple turns where he doesn't play jack. I don't know how many cantrips are inside of it to say if it'll really be 2 full turns or not, but he didn't make anything particularly crazy good. I assume it's mostly just like treasure. It would be really fantastic to hit province here without guiding. I mean, that would be like nearly game winning, I think. But there's definitely some sequences where we don't get there. Like, yeah, there was just a lot of junk left. So I can play the 2 mills and be guaranteed a province if there's any money in there, I guess. Is that right? That's probably not right. Mill decreases your hand size by more than I'm thinking. That's just not true at all. So I think there's like gold and silver left or something. Couple silvers maybe. No. Okay. Maybe we're triggering this then. I don't remember what the last card is. I think it's money, but This isn't clear that it was very good to do this way at all. Playing well, I already have the buy, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. It's not the worst thing in the world. That was a lot of the gold, though. Hopefully his turn is just garbage. I mean, he made this really scary shuffle, so he's Silk Roading, that's fine. This will be very hard to lose at this point. Oh yeah, and also this was really lucky. So all he can do is like Silk Road. I don't even know if it helps me to get rid of copper that much. Now I don't think it does when I only need... Yeah, how many goals did I have? 4 or 5? 4? Yeah, I had good draws. I don't know if I agree with his opening. I like the monastery better, but of course I got the dream draws for the monastery. So it's not surprising that I would like it better, since it just came out perfect for me. 5-2 is fine. I don't know. I would rather have the 4-3. I'll probably do Ghost Ship. Well, Ghost Ship doesn't do that great against Magpie and Herald. What are the other options, though? I mean, yeah, 5-2 really sucks, actually. Because they get to start on the Magpies, which is great for tower. They're going to have a points lead. It's a soft Ghost Ship counter, which is probably what you would want to buy on 5 otherwise. Herald and Magpie together are a fairly hard Ghost Ship counter, I would say. I could buy an Idol. And like I could buy a Trove, but I don't really want a Trove yet, is the issue. Like if I was going to do a Trove, I mean, the thing is that if you don't build, then you are susceptible to Ghost Ship stuff. Den doesn't look especially nice opening. It's okay though. I mean, you can do Trove. You can try and trade. And it's not true that Ghost Ship does nothing, but it is going to do less because there's things that can take advantage of knowing what the top of the deck is. There's extra gains here. There's no extra buys, but like you will for sure run the Magpies gone for whatever amount of tower points. After that, it's not so clear that you have the gains to empty anything else, like the Heralds or something, without buy. You can Devil's Workshop them. I mean, I guess you can get 2 a turn, which is okay. I don't believe this will work, but it seems like an interesting thing to try. See if he gets Swindler. Yeah, I like his opening. I think it's great. I think it's a great opening. I'm going to... This is either another Magpie for me or just a Den. I'm leaning towards Den, although it might be better to have the Magpie. He gains a Magpie, which here is quite nice. 3, he would much rather have gotten 4 again, I think, but I don't know if it's better than getting another Magpie. Here's another Swindler. That's fine. I don't love it as much as the first one, but it is okay. I can do trade on some of these turns, and it should be pretty good. I'm not really worried about the Swindler plays. I think it's a good card for him to have, but I'm not super worried about them. I'm looking at buying Dens, Magpies, and Trades and Provinces, I think. It's my idea. I probably lose the Magpie split pretty badly here, though, which is going to be tough to deal with. Because he can also then just follow on something similar to what I'm doing, but having more Magpies, basically. The thing that I will have is golds. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a trade. Or maybe it's a... This was going to trigger no matter what, so it could have been a Den. There he gets another Magpie. Yeah, this could be a little sad. See if he trades now. He will win this game for sure. But I will be able to province now. pretty consistently, I think. I don't mind a duchy that much. Again, it's not great, but I don't mind it too much. It's not... Yeah, he probably still wants to give it to me, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It hurts to not play the den, of course, but... Here he has 8, so we'll see. I'm just going to start greening and kind of hope that he follows suit, even though I'm not sure it's to his advantage to do so. He gets a prince. Yeah, that's reasonable. It's pretty sad I have the 2 curses, but not $5. That's fine. Oasis is just as good as silver. I mean, pretty much. For me, it's going to be... They're going to be pretty close. Would have been nice to hit a trade on the curses, but was not to be. So here the magpies go. It's the thing that's gonna kill me is the magpie tower points. That was sort of always going to kill me though in the just on the opening. I mean, I could have bought a magpie. So there's that. That was that was my fault. I could have bought a magpie. So he gets a prince of magpies. I get another province. I mean, if I get way better draws, if I get very good draws, I could still win this game. But there's also province into prince, which I just didn't even see prince was on the board till he bought one. And I didn't even think about the swindler interaction until, well, this very moment. So that could be a huge issue. We just have to hope. I mean, fortunately, I have a lot of non-province things in the deck. But the more I look at it, the more I think I probably should have just bit the bullet and opened with Magpie by itself, and tried to do what he's doing. I would have probably played with the Devil's Workshop and gone a little more action heavy, but it's not clear because there is all this money stuff that's pretty good. Herald for him is okay, but not all that great. I mean, he still has a lot of treasure, but it's fine. Devil's Workshop doesn't look very good at this point, but Oasis or Silver both look fine, in my opinion. I guess if he wants to try, and it depends on how he wants to approach this. If he wants to be trying to draw a deck and provincing that way, or if he wants to be, yeah, here I miss, which does not help at all. The good news is he has a bunch of... He may think about not giving me a duchy here. I would think about it at least if I were him. I may not even see whatever card he turns it into again in the shuffle, so I would not give me a duchy, but we'll see what he does. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Yeah, I think that's good. This hurts to miss by 1, but what can you do? I probably have to duchy. It's not clear to me. This hurts again to hit 5 with the double curses in hand. Oh well. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, I think giving up deck control here is just not going to work. 5-2 did suck, but you should still just take the Magpie. Or like the Devil's Workshop or something. Like, maybe Devil's Workshop. This is going to be impossible now. Unless we get a Swindler hit, but we're not going to shuffle in to that. He's just going to hit 8 and then hit 8 again before we even have a shot at playing the Swindler. Maybe he'll give me 6 more curses and my score will go up. Do you think that'll happen? I don't even know if the goals are good for me. If he does nothing, which is unlikely, but if he does nothing, and then I have my swindler on top, maybe not on top because he might play some swindlers, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I certainly missed parts of the board. The main thing being the swindler. The swindler prince interaction. That would have made me want to play actions 100% of the time. There were already enough reasons to want to play actions. I think I just got a little too flustered by my opening split and then didn't make the best choice with it. Because at least at the start, he's not going to have magpie, so a ghost ship opening would have been maybe okay. Or Devil's Workshop, or just a magpie. He's got the 4-3, which is typically a good deal better than the 3-4. So well, you know, not all the time, but it's at least as good and typically better than the 3-4 on one of these, whatever these are called, Silk Merchants. You kind of have to buy, yeah, because he can go Silk Magpie, which is nice, or Silk Militia, which is also nice. Magpie Crown is really good. I don't have a lot of options. I don't know what I'd get for the 4, though. He gets a Crossroads. That seems fine. I can probably go ahead and get the Crown already. Not clear to me when you take the curse. There are definitely some times where you can pick it up and it's not that harmful to you. Armory is okay-ish here. Could do some good cemetery stuff. Not that you love to top deck the cemetery. Training is probably going to be pretty important. It would be helpful to get Defiled Shrine at a nice point. You know it's going to get even enough. I mean, you're going to get more than 5 on it. It's going to get to 10 points at least. Maybe every point. Maybe all 14. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I guess I would actually probably expect it. He gets another Silk Merchant. That seems pretty good to me. Silk Merchant now can be used as a way of buying the Defiled Shrine if you want to. The main reason the Defiled Shrine points are likely to be important is because the game is very, very likely to end on a 3 pile. Silk and Magpie will run for sure, and then Crowns. Probably these 3 should run for sure. He gets another Silk Merchant, which is okay. He did not go for the curse yet, though, which is a little surprising. So a pretty bad draw for me. I bottom deck Magpie and Silk Merchant. Defiled Shrine is huge now, half of the points. I guess dismantles are probably not going to be bought, but they could be. He could also take the curse now, I guess. Maybe you're right, before your shuffle isn't the ideal time to do it, but still 7 points. He gets an armory. I could take the curse. I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of points. I am behind on everything, though. Well, I have a militia, but behind on everything else. I did pass up a 4. I would feel better passing up like a 3 or something. See what he gets, a Silk Merchant or a Magpie. Unfortunately, he's going to have so much more of everything than me. This is a trash, but no ghost. I can get up to 7. 7's not that good. I did get another Magpie. That was nice. Otherwise, I get up to... I guess I get 6 without spinning coffers, which is okay. Could be training. It's not going to be training, but it could be. This could be training. This is either could be training or it could be a defiled shrine. Not a defiled shrine, a cemetery. Ooh, this turn was too good for him. This turn was way too good for him. Way too good for him. My training might need to go on like crowns. Since I'm not going to have anything else. I would have spent a coffer and done another trash for sure. I mean, that's easily worth a trash to do that way, but I don't know that I'll even get any more of these, but and in which case having 2 is not really very exciting. He's got his armory, right? So I mean, if I was gonna, yeah, I should have just. He may even have $4, so. Well, yeah, that was a good play by him. That was good. That was very good. So now I have Magpie. I have 2. I think I have 2. I'm totally lost here unless I can. The way I could not lose is if we get to a 3 pile really quick. And he doesn't score. Like, he just forgets to score, more or less. Now he trains the magpies. I mean, I guess if he's waiting for that, then saving the coffer is reasonable. Though I think he probably does okay even if he doesn't save them. This could be a cemetery or it could be a silk merchant. It's a good cemetery, so I probably should take that. It's a little bad to be going into this without any villagers, but whatever. I don't have an armory. Yikes. Yikes. As soon as he gets a militia, well, as soon as he gets crowns and then he gets a militia, he will be in quite a position. But prior to that, he's not actually in that great of a position. Well, he does have, 8 peddler lab things. I would, if I were him, all my buys now are crowns. %100 of the time. Crown on magpie is so good. The interaction between crown and magpie is so good. That's the only way to really get draw going and crowning things, crowning your silk merchants, whatever. So I would absolutely, that would be where my buys would go. He gets the silk merchant, not in love with that. It's fine, but, not in love with it. I will cycle a little bit here. It's not the best cycling of all time. Do I want a crossroads? I don't know. I think I have crown magpie down here, though, maybe. So that's cool. His issue now is going to be that he has like magpies and silk merchants, and so the magpies don't draw very much. He has some villages, but Crown is the best village here, and he doesn't have any of those. My issue is always going to be pile control, specifically the complete lack thereof. And just general lower power. But my advantage apparently is knowledge that you should buy crowns. That's what I feel like my advantage is anyway. His buys have not been like bad. They're just not what I would have picked at a couple of points. His play to get he's getting a second armory, which seems to me to be a little greedy. He's probably going for a defiled shrine now. I don't know. I'm happy the pile's going down. That's all like 2 thumbs up from me. For sure. Because I can live in a world where the piles are low. I can win in a world where the piles are low. I can't win in a world where he scores points or has crowns. I can't win in the crown world. I'm still shocked that he hasn't picked up a militia, to be honest. That to me has been rather wild. But I would have liked to find native village, but you take what you can get. There may still be crown magpie in here, not clear. This could be another cemetery plus crossroads. I wouldn't hate getting the defiled shrine points again with a crossroads, to be honest. I don't think that's better than Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm going to do this thing. We'll see what he puts up. This turn he may get a militia. That would be my expectation. He's got to have the crossroads, I think, in hand, so he should be able to play plenty of spice merchants. Second armory for him was definitely greedy. Like, no doubt in my mind, the second armory was greedy. But the first one was fine, but the second one there was, to me, pretty much no good. No one has a ghost yet, which is a little surprising given the board. Ghost would be very good. I don't know that I really ever had a point where I could get one, but he may be going for defiled shrine points now, which, you know, I think is probably a reasonable thing for him to do. If he doesn't take them this turn, I will on my turn. I'm fairly happy with the dismantle coming up because I don't think it's very good for him. In fact, it looks pretty bad for him. So he's going into points, which is, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I don't feel as bad about the way he's done it. These 3 games are not going to make his deck run. So, I mean, that's okay by me. That's fine, I think. Do I have 5 again? My issue is, like, I have these crowns and not the greatest targets for them in the world. Basically none. If I had an action, maybe I shouldn't have played the native village there and gotten the ghost. I could be convinced of that pretty easily. I could be convinced of that. I need to do another cemetery at some point and a crossroads. I just need a lot of things and I'm not ever going to get them. It's the long and the short of it. Like, I need to have training on my crowns rather than on my magpies. I should have done that from the very start. That was just a bad pick by me, I think. Now I think I have 2 spice merchants buried down in there. His dismantle on top was really not that good, but maybe he won't get punished for it. I guess he's planning to trash silk merchants and, like, gain things. I guess that's the plan for him. I don't know. It's still crazy. If he had ever at any point gotten a militia, it would just completely wreck every single one of my turns. It would be unworkable for me to be playing against a militia here. Yeah, this is... I think I'm okay with it. I don't know. Maybe it's good for him. What's he gonna gain? Like a crossroads? The main issue, tunnels. I'm pretty meh on the tunnel. If he has like 4 coppers in hand, he should for sure gain a cemetery. Yeah, my turns. Even though I think he's kind of making his deck worse, my turns will never produce anything useful. I don't have enough. I think I only have 2 silk merchants, maybe 3, and 2 magpies. So I need crossroads, but I don't really have green cards. If I gain green cards, it's gonna push the end of the game down. So he can buy provinces and probably be okay. I would like a crown for him still. Tunnel I'm not in love with. He probably gets that pile down. I mean, I definitely believe that he can empty that pile in time to win. But I don't like the buys. I don't know that that's his highest percentage way to win here. But what do I know? I could be wrong. I do have 8 here, which means, what did I buy last turn? Yeah, crown. It means I could buy a province. I could move training to crowns, which is whatever. Bottom deck silk merchants, which no good. Because we needed to buy somewhere in here so we could get crossroads something. He probably has another armory. This won't work. 3 of them, jeez. I can't even play them. Like, I can't play them. I just have to buy crossroads and then just stop. This was probably a bad buy too. Like, I should probably just take some actual card. Just bad. It's just bad. This is a bad shuffle, but like, I think I still have played dumb. I don't like his deck, but it's gonna beat mine for sure. He's out of villagers. Why are you not just clicking those? Anyway, I don't know what he has in hand. Maybe there's some points where he needs to stop and consider. He super doesn't need to win him right away. So if he's looking for that, I mean, of course he's allowed to. Yeah, I never had anything with the turns where I crowned the magpies. The top decking green is so bad. So if he does that, that's really bad. If you're trashing and you draw it up, then it's okay, but the tunnels are so weird. They're the only thing giving me any shot at this. Like, just buying provinces, I never would have caught him. I don't get it. It'll probably work, but I still don't get it. I mean, I guess I get it. Like, what can I win if I draw on and if I draw 2 cards? What can they be? If I draw a Knave Village and then I draw into 2 crowns and then I crown this and then it's so stupid. And then I get 2 tunnels. I play it all out, and at the end I have like for like $10. You know, that's what it ends with, is like $2. That's dumb. I'm dumb. This is dumb. Now two crowns. Oh, it didn't work. What a surprise. It's just so... Yep, that's basically what I imagined. I didn't get to the militia. If I got to the militia, I could kind of pretend that... No, I can't even pretend that. It wouldn't be pretendable. I don't like that tunnel maneuver, but all right. Those are the games. Sorry, America, yet again. U.S. team can just string me up and kick me out. So thanks for watching, though, and sorry again, America.